The Elgin Marbles are British. They have been British for several centuries. And I know the only people outside of the Labour government who appear to be keen to return them are woke celebrities like Stephen Fry and George Clooney, who, quite frankly, probably have absolutely no clue. And they're just jumping on the latest trend to try and get a little bit of attention because that's all these people want.
But breaking right now, The Guardian has revealed in a bombshell exclusive report that Slippery Starmer and the UK Socialist government are preparing to give up the Elgin Marbles to Greece. The decision has sparked fury about the new Prime Minister's hatred of our country so soon after the Chagos Islands sellout. So lots of reaction to this today. Kristen Calgie of the Daily Express wrote, "Finally win an election, give away British territory, give away powers to Brussels, and give away national treasures. It feels like we're being forced to live in an episode of Call the Bailiffs." Sophie Corcoran wrote, "Have we ever known a British Prime Minister to be as anti-British as Keir Starmer? Giving away the Chagos Islands, the Elgin Marbles, taxing British farms whilst giving millions to foreign farms. No wonder he said he prefers Davos to Westminster." But on Sly News today, Labour Minister Jess Phillips showed her complete disdain for people who care about this issue. Watch.
What are we going to do about the Elgin Marbles?
Oh, gosh. Do you know what, Kay? I don't know what we're going to do about the Elgin Marbles.
What would you like to happen?
Didn't know it
do you
would
think
come
we should
up
keep them
again.
here? The Prime Minister...
Oh, gosh, there's like a raging debate in my house with my husband, the Elgin Marbles.
It's certainly a raging debate as it relates to... Let me finish, if I may, please. The Greek Prime Minister and our Prime Minister are meeting today. They want them back. We pinched them a long time ago. What should we do?
Look, I think that there's probably a perfectly sensible solution that can come up. I'm not going to preempt the conversation that the Prime Minister is going to have with the Greek Prime Minister, because that would then become the story of me telling Keir Starmer what to say to the Greek Prime Minister. But look, it seems like that two friendly nations could probably get over this particular issue. And I have to say, in the public, it's very rarely raised with me on a doorstep what's going to happen to the Elgin Marbles, notwithstanding my husband's keen interest.
OK, Jess Phillip, lost for words. I'm going to put that on my CV. Thanks very much indeed for joining us.
Yeah, it's just so hilarious, isn't it, Kay? Isn't it, Jess? But as Toby Young made clear, Lord Elgin did not pinch the Elgin Marbles, Kay Burley. A parliamentary inquiry in 1816 concluded that had been obtained legally. He acted with the full knowledge and permission of the legal authorities of the day in both Athens and London. He preserved them for prosperity. And Suzanne Evans, we know that there's been this big campaign by George Osborne to send the Elgin Marbles back. And even though there's been an official denial today, given this reportage came out of Athens, it feels almost inevitable that this is going to happen and we're going to lose them.
I hope you're wrong, but I think it does feel a little bit like that. You know, we have George Osborne now, the former Chancellor, who, as I said earlier, raised our taxes and behaved in a way that was anything but conservative, in my view, is now the chair of the British Museum. Why is he even talking to the Greek Foreign Ministry about this? He shouldn't be, in my view, but he is. Toby Young's absolutely right. Very often this debate is framed as the Brits stole the Elgin Marbles, Greece needs them back. Nothing could be further from the truth. You know, they were rescued by Lord Elgin. They were they were literally under fire during the Sixth Ottoman Venetian War. They were seriously damaged. The building was being used as a garrison at the time. People were stealing bits of them, scavenging them for building materials, using it to build their houses, and so on and so forth. Lord Elgin did rescue them with the full permission of the legitimate authorities at the time, as Toby said, and he did so at considerable personal cost. Nobody knows exactly how much he paid, but I think it was around £75,000 is the estimate at the time. That's about 7 million quid in today's money. Transporting them back to Britain, the ship they were on sank. It took 3 years and another huge sum of money to actually rescue them. So these marbles now have a very significant history as part of British culture as well. I think what annoys me about this whole debate about the marbles is it's framed within the whole reparations debate, that the British Empire was evil and terrible and everything it did needs to be undone and overturned. It's the way in which it's part of the whole demonization of Western culture. And I think we just need to keep reminding people this wasn't the British Empire that stole the marbles. It was the Ottoman Empire that sold them legitimately to the United Kingdom. And in my view, this is where they should stay.
But first, you know how often I talk about the need for free speech to be protected, but I've been increasingly thinking of the need for personal protection from snoopers, bad actors, and hackers online. And I'm delighted to tell you I've now found the fail-safe solution. But what's more, this VPN, or virtual private network to use the full term, is also a life changer when it comes to providing you entertainment and information from anywhere in the world, wherever you are. So let me introduce you to Surfshark, an incredible and easy to use service that encrypts all your internet traffic, meaning your online activity stays safe so you can shop, stream, browse, and conduct your banking online in complete privacy. But the benefits of Surfshark go way beyond keeping you safe online. It allows you to access your favorite entertainment and news shows and channels, including to streaming services like Hulu, iPlayer, HBO Max, and Peacock. Or if your favorite show is blocked on one of your existing services, like Survivor, for me here in the UK on Netflix, but it could also be on Amazon Prime or Disney Plus, within seconds you can be watching as if you're in another country. If you're traveling for work or on holiday, you can also get all your favorite content from home, including sports. And also, this is an insurance policy against creeping censorship in many countries. For example, France has blocked Rumble for many months now. No issues if you've got Surfshark. You can watch anything, anytime, anywhere. It is true freedom. A VPN can save you money too, because you can get the best deals from websites that change their prices depending on where you're buying them from. And there are other benefits too. You can use Surfshark on unlimited devices. As you can see, I've got a few here on my computer, or your entire family can stay safe with just one subscription. And with over 3,200 servers in 100 countries, there is a world of choice at your fingertips. And if this is your first time using a VPN, there is 24/7 customer service available to you. So if you go to right now, surfshark.com/outspoken, you get an extra 4 months of Surfshark at an unbeatable price. What's more, Surfshark so confident they're the best VPN in the world that you can give it a try for a full 30 days. And if you're not entirely satisfied, you will get your money back. So go to surfshark.com/outspoken for an extra 4 months of Surfshark at an unbeatable price. Just click on the link in the description box below. But now, back to the show. Yeah, I mean, Nicholas Lysak, don't you think this sets a really dangerous precedent too? Because what are we saying? That you can only go and see an artifact in the actual country that it comes from. I mean, that makes the whole concept of museums pointless.
Well, I think it's completely and utterly ridiculous. The Elgin Marbles are British. They have been British for several centuries. And I know the only people outside of the Labour government who appear to be keen to return them are woke celebrities like Stephen Fry and George Clooney, who quite frankly probably have absolutely no clue, and they're just jumping on the latest trend to try and get a little bit of attention because that's all these people want. But you know something? Museums are meant to drag things from all over the world. It's meant to make museums are meant to museums are meant to help people view things rather easily, rather quickly, rather expeditiously. I don't want to have to fly to Greece to look at the Elgin Marbles. I'd much rather go down the streets and see them here. But in fact, it will encourage more people, if we have interesting artifacts from across the globe, to actually attend museums, to go and to learn more about history, because I think a lot of people just can't really be fussed to go abroad at the moment, especially considering the how may I say this, rather poor economy and thieving Rachel Reeves's budget, which might prevent some people from going and seeing the Elgin Marbles from whence they came. But this also sets another rather dangerous precedent. Are we going to return every single thing in the British Museum that didn't come from the British Isles? What are we going to send back diamonds to India or a rock to Australia that we picked up
Well,
in
that's what they want.
1831? Are we going to drag Stonehenge back from whence it came, wherever the hell the rocks originally came from? We're going to take it up to the Highlands or something because that's where it came from. It's totally ridiculous. It's performative activism, and quite frankly, the Elgin Marbles are British. Elgin acquired them legally, as Suzanne points out. They were saved from destruction, and you know what? They've been on public display in England since 1807. They are a part of our heritage, and I believe around 6 million visitors per year go to the British Museum to view the Elgin Marbles. That's opposed to 1.5 million visitors to the Acropolis Museum. So more people are seeing them here anyway. So if they want these artifacts to be seen, keep them here.
Yeah, and The Guardian, proving how much they hate us, won't even describe them as the Elgin Marbles anymore. So we know which side of the debate they are on. Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.